Well, hello guys, I hope you're doing well. We're back once again for another video, and we are here for some Crucible. As you can see by the thumbnail and probably the title, I haven't designed either yet, so as you can imagine, organised as ever. Gambit does come in clutch in a fight here, so who would know? Gambit is absolutely phenomenal. But I hope you had a great week so far. I hope you've got a lot planned for this up and coming weekend. We will do what we've done before, so thank you to everybody that's got on the previous video, dropped a comment to say that you'd prefer to have these post. So I'll try and mix a couple of them up, but I thought this was a good one. We get a really good score in Crucible today, and at the end of this video I'll show you kind of what happened at the end. Did we win? Did we lose? If so, by how much? And then we can kind of talk about it. But as always, if you enjoy the videos, please do drop a like. It's completely free, really helps me out, and as I say, I'd really appreciate it. If you keep coming back for more and you're not sure if you want to subscribe, please consider doing so. We'll also be streaming over this weekend. So we'll do what we did before. So this is 1.5 times speed to be a little bit quicker, a little bit more snappy, and get kind of through the video for you guys. But as you can see here, this is a pretty big punch up for me. 9 on 20% of my overall power. I was sitting at just under 31 million at the time. And this guy, as you can see here, is almost 39 million. So this was an interesting fight. I'll be honest with you. His defense wasn't that great, which worries me sometimes because they're going to be all out offense, and you'll see that when we show kind of at the end some of the teams that he used. So this one was a bit of a I was a bit uncertain, if I'm honest with you, about what to use against a rebirth this size. Now I know that they're not exactly phenomenal when it comes to kind of Crucible, but I thought, you know what, I'm not going to take any chances with a 1.7 mil rebirth. You get stuck behind both captains. I guess if Peggy gets going, you've really got some serious problems. 2 rooms, one being Web Warriors, one being Symbiotes. Again, wasn't phenomenally worried about those 2 rooms, so didn't feel that this was a waste bringing Dormammu into this. But as you'll see, it wasn't a relatively difficult fight. I probably didn't need Dormammu. The reason why I decided to is the kind of stun. If I'm being honest with you guys, I tried, like here, you'll see it just means that that little bit extra guarantee that you're going to do well and you're going to kind of get that win. Sometimes you can maybe misplay it, or as you can see here, kind of Captain America kind of taunted, so I could have been stuck behind that. Peggy could have gone, and that would have caused us some major problems. So yeah, as I say, let me know kind of how you think we're doing with this. Let me know if you think I could and should be doing better. The main thing for me is kind of getting those wins and getting that kind of bonus. So we'll bring this up a little bit here because I can see there's a little bit of space at the top. So as I say, still trying to figure out how we best do this, and whether we do it like this or whether we kind of edit the video before and do it through that kind of recording software. But this feels quite natural to me at the moment. I know some of the sizings are off at the moment, but this was a relatively standard one. Whenever I see Spider Weaver, I know I'm going to use my Superior slash Symbiotes, my Superior slash Sinister Six. It's the one I feel the most confident about going against a Weaver. I still haven't really got a huge amount of kind of second options. I use the ultimate there with Doc Ock mainly to extend the kind of debuffs on them and the ability blocks and things like that. The Spider Weaver is massive, 350k I believe, and 360k as you can see there. My team's not huge, so I wanted to give myself the best possible opportunity at getting this as a one shot. I knew if I couldn't get through it with this team, we'd have some serious problems. You can see there, the damage that we've just instilled was absolutely unbelievable. So how did you guys do in Crucible this week? A question kind of for the comment section down below. What did you go? Before this fight, I was 1-1 this week. And as I say, the middle one, we didn't end up recording. I recorded it, or at least thought I recorded it, but I'd forgotten to press record, which is a bit of a schoolboy error. So you haven't got kind of any of that from me. But as you can see here, the teams aren't massive. They're just teams that I need to make sure that I'm working properly. So Bifrost, it's odd. I looked at asked a couple of friends and things like that. Now this is where you're about to see Gambit come in absolute clutch. I was cacking my pants for this fight. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think I played it at all well. Please, let me know what I messed up, because it goes, or it looks like it's going to go south very, very quickly. And you'll see here, you've got Gambit already in the red. And I don't really know who to go for. I'm going for Beta Ray Bill, which in hindsight, again, I don't think that was the right play. We do end up getting quite lucky and getting the ability block to stop the potential ultimate there from Val. So I wasn't confident at this point, but I was getting a little bit more confident. The concern for me is Gambit. Look at Gambit's health. This is why he's coming in clutch, right? He does not deserve to stay alive here. One shot onto him, and I would have lost him, and I probably would have lost this fight as well. Now, RNG was on my side this time. Another fight, RNG absolutely would not be on my side, and I would have lost it. So I don't really know how to play this fight, which is why I think it's important that I get these videos up, because it's a learning for me. There's a lot of people in a similar position to me who maybe don't truly understand the turn order of this team, the turn order of Bifrost, who you go for, when you go for, why you go for, things like that. So we managed to get through it, and as you'll see here, we pretty much get through it completely unscathed, which just should not have happened, right? The Gambit, and I'm man enough to admit it, that Gambit should have died. We should not have finished completely in green, but thank the Lord that he did. He's absolutely amazing, as you all know. That little bit just saved me, and as I say, it gave me the best opportunity to win this, because I knew it was going to be a tough one. Whenever you come up against somebody who's 20% more than you, regardless of your overall TCP, if you're a 20 mil and they're a 24 mil, if you're a 50 mil and they're a 60 mil, 20% is always going to be a really difficult mountain to overcome. This was another one of those fights where I felt quietly confident, as long as some things went in my way. It is a bit of a throwaway using Masters of Evil, or a couple of the Masters of Evil, with the Eternals, but the remaining teams that this opponent had weren't exactly worrying me at all. So I was kind of playing with my food a little bit with this team. As I say, it's pretty much over now. I've got Web Warriors left, I've got Symbiotes left, and I think you'll all agree that is a nice defense to come up against in Crucible, especially with some of the craziness that we've been seeing. So they were the pretty much the hard teams. We managed to get through without losing anybody. From memory, we lost nobody, and then it's the kind of last couple of teams. What I'll do while we're looking at these, because they're nothing special, is I will pop this at double speed. It shouldn't be any surprise what we're kind of using and how easy it is that we get through them, but I think it's important that we run through all 6 rooms. I use this team kind of in war. I have done for a while, and it's just so easy, as you can all understand. It's a pretty decent sized Web Warriors, and those of you that didn't watch my previous Crucible video will understand why I'm highlighting Web Warriors at the moment. So if you didn't watch my previous Crucible, I really, really urge you to do so. Web Warriors came in absolute clutch for me in that kind of match, in that game. So I really would urge you to do that. So if you go on my channel, it's the previous one before this. But we come up against, as I say, one of the oldest teams you can probably find at the moment. It still has some use. I just don't really understand why, out of all the teams, this has been placed on defense. We kind of just throw everything that we can at it, mainly just to get some use out of it. No real synergy in this team, to be fair. It's just I kind of wanted to, and I wanted to use some of these. My Val is now 7 yellow, 7 red. Put it up from 275k all the way up to 330k. So absolutely massive now. And you'll see here, we get some very good points, right? I'm really happy with 50,191. It is by far and away the most points I've ever gotten. Now, let's fast forward to right now. Did we win? Did we lose? Remember, it was 50,191. What happened? We bloody lost. We lost with 50,191 points. I guess it's not a surprise with the size of the punch up. The fact that this ninja Sama went full offense, but I'll show you kind of what happened and the results for this person, and you can kind of let me know what you think. So A pretty decent size Master of Evil, 1.1 mil. Got decent kind of efficiency points in the end for that one. Pretty standard, nothing major. Superior 6. Not sure that would have been needed against that small team, but I guess he wasn't taking any chances. A massive extreme, already at 1.2 million. So again, pretty much maximum efficiency points there. Bionic. I haven't seen Bionic Avengers very often, to be fair, but against my Web Warriors, you know, the MVPs of Crucible, I get it. Lost a few efficiency points, but nothing to really write home about. New Warriors, really easy for him. And then finally kind of Pegasus. So it kind of calls into question again that defense. We didn't see Gamma. We didn't see anything like that from him. So interesting offense v defense from this guy. Well done. Congratulations. You absolutely got the win. It was a shame because I was hoping with my score, as I say, being the highest I've ever got, I was hoping that kind of was able to kind of ring it true and bring it home. But unfortunately, alas, it was not meant to be this time. So as always, guys, thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope you enjoyed kind of what's come from me in Crucible this week. I'm going to try and make sure that I bring at least one of these every week just so you can see how we're doing. We are in Gold 1. This will unfortunately mean that we stay in Gold 1. Had we won this fight, we probably would have been promoted up to Gold 2. But for now, we'll still do Gold 1. We'll see where we go next week. Thank you ever so much, guys, for watching. Leave a like, as I said before. Drop a subscription. Come and check out the Twitch stream. We'll be streaming over the weekend. Have a great rest of your evening, guys, and I'll speak to you all soon.